Hello, welcome to Pecan Corner. I'm Tina, and today I'm making Aunt Gertrude's pound cake. The nice thing about a pound cake, they don't use any leavening to make them rise, so it's just real pure ingredients. This recipe originally called for using shortening or Crisco, but I don't use that anymore because it's hydrogenated and it's all got soy oil in it. So I'm going to use coconut oil in the place of that. Butter, eggs, flour, sugar, milk, and vanilla. That's all there is to it. So our first step is we're going to use a half a cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. I've had it out for a little while so that it'll soften up. And then we want to use a cupful of coconut oil. Coconut oil will, at room temperature, will solidify, and then so it's pretty easy to use in place of shortening for that reason. If your house is pretty warm, it'll soften up and liquefy, but it's still fine. There we go. Okay. Go. Right here. Okay, now I'm going to have 3 cups of sugar. Cups of sugar. Now I'm going to cream this together with my mixer, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now that the eggs are creamed, time to get the sugar and shortening and butter are creamed together. I'm going to add 5 eggs. I've cracked them into a bowl. I'm going to add them one at a time. Let them mix. You can do this by hand with a spoon if you don't have a mixer. You can also do it with a hand mixer. These eggs are so beautiful and golden. We get these from friends that raise hens. So, oops, I got a little bit of shell in there. Get that out. So it really makes the cake a really pretty golden. Just give it a nice golden color. Alright, next I'm going to add 3 cups of flour, alternating with 1 cup of milk. Add a cup of flour first here. Some of the milk. Another cup of flour. The reason they call this a pound cake is because it has about a pound of stuff in it. Half a cup of butter is half a pound. A cup of shortening is probably something around that. Third cup. Oops. Add some more milk. There we go. So you'll find old recipes that will literally call for a pound of this and a pound of that. There's an old saying when you're measuring things out, a quart might weigh different amounts depending on what it is, but a pint's a pound the world around. So if you measure, don't have a way to measure, usually a pint of something will weigh about a pound, whether it's water or sugar. All right, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla, and I only use real pure vanilla extract. And I'm just going to finish mixing this up here, and then I'm going to put it into my prepared pans. You can bake this in a tube pan, but I usually bake it in 2 loaf pans. That gives me a way to save half of it, or to take half one place and half another. It freezes well. You can see this batter's nice and thick. And the loaf pans are really good to use if you want to use it for strawberry shortcake. Just makes a killer shortcake base. It's good just by itself. It's also good with any kind of a sauce over it. My oven's been preheating. It's set for 350 degrees. So now I'm going to pop these into the oven. I always put things on a baking sheet because sometimes they boil over, and that way it's not laying down in the bottom of my oven burning up, and it's not hard to clean out. Alright, now these need to bake for an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. So there's a good long baking time, and then when I pull them out, I'll test them by poking a toothpick down into them. I'll be right back when it's done. Alright, this actually took 55 minutes baking these in aluminum pans in a preheated oven. This is baking cakes. It's kind of like baking bread. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it doesn't. Depends a lot on the temperature and the humidity and what kind of pans you're baking them in and how many you have in the oven at the same time. Check it for doneness by putting a toothpick down in there. Okay, that one's not quite done. See how that's got some cake on it? So I'm going to put it back in. Give it another. Okay, now we've got a done cake. So that was an hour and 5 minutes that it took. Beautiful cakes. I'm going to let them cool in the pans before I turn them out. And there we go. That's Aunt Gertrude's pound cake. Hope that you will enjoy making you one. These will keep for a long time. They're nice and moist, so just wrap them up and store them in the refrigerator, and it'll just you can eat on them all through the week. All right, thanks a bunch. Take care. Bye.